Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get into Shirimani and PvP. I just wanted to have some fun with her. I was fighting a really tanky team the other day, and I saw her in my arsenal, and I wanted to break her out. She has really good base stats. She's a legendary, of course. Her skill 1 has a 3 hits random. It can 15% chance to freeze somebody, and then her skill 2 does a heal, 50% heal. Does everybody else heals by 20%, and then has a heal over time component for 2 turns for all your people. So she's very good. And then her skill 3 is an AoE that does the AoE freeze. And I don't have her completely skilled out as well, so I really need to put some more work into her to make her better, of course. But the whole plan is to bring in Zargala, hit the decreased defense, and then, of course, AoE with Shiri with the same gear that Anithwi has on right now, do some serious damage and to freeze them up just like this. We got some freeze, freeze, freeze. That way we can take control of the situation. There we go. We got another freeze. Beautiful. She's also really good. I took her into Fire Knights 20, Dragons 20, all that. She will drop the, she'll freeze the waves, and then I had Rosin in there as well, so he'll do the decreased turn meter. So those two together really made the waves pretty easy. But when I got to the boss, she wasn't doing much damage at all, so it kind of made things slow. So I need to really get her in there and see if she can do damage. I don't know the damage multipliers on her. Since she has that crowd control, the freeze component on her last skill, I don't know if she can really pull off big numbers or not. I don't know her multipliers. So I'm going to have to try and test her out, put that gear on her, and just see what she's all about for fun, because it looks like it would be really fun to do in PvP, right? And it'd also be fun to do for, especially for Fire Knights. Fire Knights, she has a skill 1 that hits 3 times. Rosin, the same thing, 3 times. Just those together do 6 hits on the Fire Knight itself. So, and then they really handle the waves easily. So I think it'd be really fun to do. Anyways, we're going to get into some more PvP with her. We're going to get into a really hard battle in just a minute. We're also going to see Hegemon. First time I've ever seen him before, ever in PvP. And then we're going to do, we're going to go over her gear that I have on her right now. Her masteries, which I only have three masteries. That is it. 3 masteries on her. And then that's it. We'll call it a day. But I do have a very exciting video coming out later tonight. I think you guys are really going to be surprised. It's going to be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that as well. So what I want PvP wise, let's talk about PvP. So I like these easy matches. They are pretty cool for anybody to get points for your Great Hall. But some of these matches are just too damn easy, right? You just blow through them. And what I like is I want like my first 5 to be super easy, or at least, you know, kind of like what's here. You want to have a little bit of fun and blow through some of them. Now, we don't get any additional rewards for doing a full clear, so we don't necessarily have to do. See, this is my first time fighting him. I've never even seen him before. I was like, what the what's? So here we are. Luckily, he only has a 50% chance to block cooldown, to block the skills, right? So if he had a 100% chance to block skills and blocked all my people to where all they were able to do is their skill 1, we'd be in some serious trouble. So I couldn't see, it's too fast. I couldn't even see if I resisted anything. I don't think I did, because this isn't a high resist team at all. But the only one that got the block off, the only one that he got it on was Shiri. So we're okay. So Zargala's going to come in here and just make quick work of them. Now, if he was on I'm sure there's teams up there, and I want to fight those teams. I'm sure there's 200k teams, higher teams than that have crazy, just everything. And I want to see them. I want them to blow me away. I want to fight like these last 2 teams out of 10. I want them to just be so hard that when I go in there, they blow my mind about how amazing they are, how hard they are, and about how much fun it would be to make a team like that. And then I really wish that we could click on each of their champions and see what gear they had on. If we could see the gear, that would also make it more exciting, because basically, this is us making our own content. We come in here and have fun with PvP. We get to mix and match it and do things with that. Now, we've seen PvP with 3 champions, and we've seen it with 5 champions in some videos. So we're hoping it's coming, right? We're hoping Guild Wars, something like that. We're hoping Clan Wars, a different form of PvP, something so that we can kind of, because most games, you know, you have in-game content. Well, kind of guys like me, we complete that in-game, man, I can't even talk. We complete that content, and then we want something more to do. Well, most things to do are the PvP aspect, where we kind of create our own content, because we're fighting each other. We're constantly trying to switch up the meta or change in different teams to counter other champions out there. And so we create our own stuff. Also, if we could just fight our own, clan mates, if we ever get a friends list, if we could fight our friends list, that would just make things even more fun, because even though we're not getting rewarded for facing our own clan mates, we're just doing battles with them to have fun, to talk smack, to make recordings, to show, hey man, I beat your defense, and then, oh, what? Now I got to go in there and improve it. I got to get better at it. And we start having our own little battles, and we make our own content in the game, and we just have fun with that. So there are a lot of things they can do. So I face this team. It's very annoying. We got Seeker in here with a defense-heavy team. These teams, I love to have. I want to work toward this. I still, I talked about it in my last video. I still need to work toward this. But a lot of those guys I use them also in the Ultra Clan Boss, so I can't play around with them too much. I mean, I can, but I gotta be careful about it, and I gotta work toward it. Now this team is super tanky. I don't like the Rain Beast that much at all. I think there are a lot of better options. I know a lot of lower level people coming up, as they come up in an arena, they see him, he's very strong. It's just basically they're outclassed, they're outgeared by him. So they think that he's just really amazing. I'm not a big fan. He's cool. I have him at 50. I'll never take him to 60. I just don't think so. So anyways, he's in here, and he's pretty annoying in this group. But this group is decked out. I mean, this group is really decked out. This Seeker is turtling everybody, but also doing a lot of damage. The Seeker is critting every time. And the next group I bring in here, because I don't beat these guys. The next group I bring in here, he's going to crit my Neathweave for like 25k. 2 hits. They're going to add up to like 25k. And they're just all really tanky. And when you get this sheer, Skull, everybody talks about Martyr, everybody talks about Valkyrie, but Skull Crusher in PvP, I think, is very underrated. The dude is a beast, because his passive removes a debuff, and then once he gets that shared damage up and unkillable on himself, he gets that shared damage up, he gets that counterattack, so then you're really scared to attack anybody, because you can't take him out because they got the shared damage, so he's taking half of that damage. It just makes it very hard to really come in here. So I was like, all right, let me just try to get a decreased, and he's got shield runes on somebody. So I try to get a decreased defense. Just a very annoying turtle team. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that can blow through this, that have amazing stuff, but this is where I'm at, okay? This is my video. So I'm trying to now tried to beef him up. Didn't happen. I didn't have a provoke on Bad L, and then, that's it. That's the game right there. Nothing else is going to happen. These guys are decked out compared to me. But you know me, I'm not going to give up. I am not going to give up. But I did have to get rid of... So we've gone past Shiri. Shiri's been out of the picture now, that we talked about earlier. Again, this wasn't a guide for Shiri. This was just me using her and just having some fun in PvP. So now we're going to sub in some other people. What I really need to do... What I think I need to do is I need to take my fastest gear, which is on Seeker, make Arbiter 60, put it on Arbiter so that she can be my speed lead and speed booster, and then come in with 3 champions that I can really do some work with, Zargala, bring her in with a decreased defense, get her accuracy up a little bit, bring in somebody like Rosin for control and defense, and then bring in, if I have to bring in another person like that, bring in Shiri for more control, heals if I need it, and just things of that nature. So maybe try thing. I just want to try. This makes me want to try different things. That's my whole point, I guess. When I fight those easy teams and I just blow through them all, it doesn't make me want to try anything different. It just makes me want to keep my same easy team, kill them all so fast and easy, and then I don't feel the need to want to do anything. And I want to feel the need to do that. I want to be like, man, this team just crapped all over me. What can I do to make myself better? What can I do to counter it? What other champions can I use, level up, and gear out so that I just have more, more options, more fun things to do in the game. So that's why I like facing these teams. Now, I don't want to, like I said, I only want to fight 2 hard teams like this. I don't want a whole slew of 10 crazy teams that I can't beat any of them. Then we got to switch in champions into our defense, like a 1-person defense, drop down lower, and then try to build back up all the time. That's not as fun. But it is fun for me to face harder teams like this sometimes and try to work out a way to beat them with what I have. Now, I know these guys outgear me for sure. I would think they do. We could be comparable. That's fine. They just have a really good defensive comp, because once this gets up, I could bring in Warcaster to block buffs. If I did that, I mean, look, if I could block a buff on all these guys right here, it'd be it'd be in game for them. We wouldn't be having all these problems. Definitely get the shared damage off so I can kill these people. And I did make one mistake in here. I forget the rain beast, the reindeer little man over here has the passive to where he'll do the shield on somebody. And what I should have done is I wanted to take him out and just do some massive damage to him, but I forgot about his passive. I should have just gone ahead and taken out Skull Crusher here. But that's okay. We're still going to be fine. I should have taken out Skull Crusher earlier and then worked on the reindeer. But we'll make it through it. So we've got, luckily, our Rosin has lifesteal. If he didn't have lifesteal on him, it'd be done. We'd be crying right now. It'd be really sad. But luckily he does, and that he can take off the buffs. He has a chance to remove the buffs from this little beastie beast. So then we do a little tit for tat. So after this, I'm going to show you my Shirimani gear. I'm going to show you her 3 masteries, and I'm going to show you that's it. That's really it. That's all I've got. It's for my fun PvP video of the day. But I really do have an exciting new video coming out later today. I'm going to go out with my family for a little bit, and I'm going to come back and take care of that video. And I think you're all going to really like it. It's giving me a chance to give back to the community. So I know you guys will like it if you made it this far in the video. Oh yeah, take him out. Take him out. Man, he is really, really annoying. These tank teams are really annoying. Let me know your thoughts on them. Let me know what you think I should do with my teams to make them better, and how you like Shiri. Do you use her? Do you have her? Do you use her in Fire Knights 20? Do you use her in Dragons 20? Do you use her in PvP? How are you building her? Does she do? I really want to know how she does damage-wise. Does she do really good? Here's all my gear on her. Does she do really good damage if you beef her up? If you get her up to like 100% crit, 200% crit damage, and then also we got to keep the accuracy up too, because we want those freezes to happen. So we got to get her up to like 200 accuracy as well. So it's a lot of things to work on. So she's not going to be very tanky unless you just want to go the tanky crowd control wise. Like if I want to go the super tank with her, which you can, she's got the stats for it, bring her in there with Seeker, bring her in there with some other teams, you could do that as well, but then we're not going to be doing out the DPS. So I don't know. It's not really what I want to do. But that's all I got for her, guys. Right now I'm just switching through. I was looking through some of my other stuff. I was looking at Zargala's. Speed was 189, so was my Shiri was 189. I just made sure I put Shiri last in my order for attack. When you put your people in the little boxes, it worked out. It made it to where my Zargala would always go first, and then she would go next. But that's all I've got. All right, guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you in the next video.